As you can see, this is kind of a mess, more than normal. I had to move some random shit around. I had a native tank disaster. So, obviously, nothing's wrong in this tank, so you can take a look at this tank while I talk about this a little bit. So, in the native tank, which isn't this one obviously, where there's cories and everything, and so in the native tank, which is this tank right here, as you can see, this is the perch, which he is having a hard time because the catfish got a little bit aggressive. The channel cat, which was in here for about 2 weeks before we actually had any problems, and as you can see, a couple of the fish got beat up, mostly the bigger fish like the bass and the sunfish and the perch. But, so that problem happened and we had to go over here. Well, not go over here, but if I open this door, I turn on a light, he was pushed into this stock tank, which you can't really see him in here right now. Water's still a bit murky from me having to do this quickly and acting quickly. So he's in there. The guppies are still fine. Nobody worries about them. We have a couple new additions. This is temporary for the Oscars. This is where they're going to grow after they're a couple inches. They're very small right now. They're in the 30 gallon. So they're going to go into either that 75 or this 75 temporarily. And then I'm going to get a bigger tank and put them into a... Well, I'm actually going to put them in a pool pond when they're big enough. And then I'm going to add in a couple fish from this tank, which... that would mean the Lima and the Fisher would go in there. This is going to be the Gar's tank now. These guys are rocket gar, they don't get as big. So, I'm not too worried about them. There's a couple of pictuses in here which I'm deciding if I should throw into the bigger tank or not, or if they should stay in here. But we got the Fisher, the Lima, and the two pictuses. The Lima seems pretty changed from the move, so I'm going to see if I can get him eating again, and then we'll figure this out. I have things to change up. I have different things to put in different areas. But eventually, all of this will be set up how I want it to be. And we won't have any issues, hopefully. Too bad that one little side tracking spot of the catfish attacking other fish, which he didn't do at first, and he was eating and everything. Hopefully the perch will recover. I will give updates on that. This tank has done wonderfully though for the entire time. You can see they're all nice and fat in here. And we got everybody in here doing great. My school of cories, my yo-yos, my cynodontus, the weather loaches are both doing great. This guy is getting huge over here. This weather loach, he's like 9 inches already. Had him for like half a year now. So when I move these guys into a bigger tank, that'll be awesome. The cories will probably stay in the 75. But I'm definitely going to move the yo-yos and the weather loaches up. I think I'll move the cynodontus, but he seems pretty content in this tank. So I don't know yet. We'll see when the time comes. But everybody's nice and healthy. The sidetrack happened and we got through it. So see you next time. Like and subscribe, please.